What's up, people? It's Hat Man, and like I said in my other uploads, I've been away for a while, busy, so that's why I'm kind of behind on a lot of the boxing news, so you'll have to forgive me for that. But I'm kind of treading a very thin line at the moment when it comes to Amir Khan, because I'm on the verge of being classed as an outright Amir Khan hater. That's funny to me because I've been one of Amir Khan's biggest defenders over the past few years, since 2009 or 2010 when I first started making videos on YouTube. I was one of the people who was defending Khan against the ridiculous amount of criticism that he has got over the years. Khan definitely, in my opinion, hasn't got the credit that he deserves for what he's achieved in his career. No question about that. And I do believe a lot of the hatred, outright hatred of Amir Khan from very early on in his career, even before he turned professional, was deeply disturbing. And he's hated by different people for different reasons, but there are a lot of very deeply disturbing reasons why people seem to dislike Amir Khan, and it's got nothing to do with arrogance or anything like that. That's a different issue. But there comes a time, people, as much as I've defended Khan in the past, there comes a time when some of the stuff that he does and says is indefensible. And I have to call it like it is. Here we have Amir Khan criticizing Floyd Mayweather, saying that Mayweather is avoiding him. And Mayweather saying to Mayweather saying to Khan, you got to go fight some bigger names. You got to beat Danny Garcia, which, yes, in itself is ridiculous, considering who Floyd's fighting now, Andre Berto. But nonetheless, Floyd's telling him that, and Khan's saying, oh, you're just a cherry picker. I've done more than enough to get a fight with you. You're a cherry picker. And then Amir Khan turns around and gives the exact same excuses for why he's not fighting Kell Brook that Floyd Mayweather gives for why he's not fighting Amir Khan. Unbelievable. Now, Floyd Mayweather has been proven to be a hypocrite over the years, heavily criticizing Manny Pacquiao, for example, for doing catchweight fights. And then a few years later, he goes and does a catchweight fight with Canelo Alvarez. But at least Floyd leaves it a while before he contradicts himself. Normally anyway, he leaves it a little while. Whereas Amir Khan is contradicting himself literally every day. He is being a hypocrite literally every day that he's in the media. It's unreal. It's like one reporter will ask him about Mayweather and he'll be like, yeah, Mayweather's a cherry picker and he's ducking me. And another one will ask him about Kell Brook and he'll say, oh, Kell Brook needs to fight some better fighters and get his name up. It's like the contradiction is just incredible with Khan. And you know what I think it is? Khan came out with a statement the other day, and I'm paraphrasing, but he said words to the effect of, a fight between me and Kell Brook can happen, but he needs to fight some bigger names and get himself more well known. And basically that translates as this. I'm going to give you my interpretation and my translation of what that really means. What that actually means is that I am looking to cash out. All right. I'm speaking as Amir Khan right now. My interpretation is he's saying, I'm looking to cash out. I don't want to continue fighting into my 30s. So I'm looking for the biggest possible fights. And I'm not just talking about financially. I'm talking about the biggest fights in terms of credibility. So fighting a Mayweather, if I get beat by Mayweather, so what? He's considered pound for pound best by many people. If I get beat by Pacquiao, so what? He's still considered a very, very serious operator in boxing by a lot of people. But if I get beat by Kell Brook, yes, I may make a lot of money, because Khan will probably make more money fighting Kell Brook than he would fighting Floyd Mayweather at this stage. The Kell Brook fight would be in the UK. It'll be 50-50 split. It'd be a massive pay-per-view. Khan will probably make more money fighting Brook than Mayweather. But it's not just about the money for Khan. It's about the risk reward in terms of the glory. It's about Khan's ego at the end of the day, to a certain extent. Because if he's going to go in there and risk getting knocked out by Kell Brook, and there's a very serious possibility that he would, yes, he's going to make loads of money, but Kell Brook is still a fairly unheralded fighter in boxing, certainly in international terms. And Khan don't just want to go in there and end up getting knocked out by some guy who's unheralded. If he's going to get knocked out, he's thinking, you know what? I need to get knocked out by the very best. Someone who is considered a pound for pound guy. So he's basically telling Brook, get yourself on a pound for pound list so that if you do knock me out, it's not going to look so bad. I don't want to get knocked out by someone like a Danny Garcia or, you know, a Bradis Prescott or whatever. Obviously, Prescott's way below Garcia, but you know what I'm saying? If I'm going to get knocked out, I want to get knocked out by a pound for pounder. And that's not to say that he would definitely get knocked out by Kell Brook, but in my opinion, this is what Khan's thinking. It's not just about the money, because the Brook fight will get him loads of money. It's also about the prestige, his ego, not wanting to risk his career, his legacy against someone that is not a pound for pound guy. And there's been talk obviously about Khan possibly facing Manny Pacquiao. I think I'll make another video about that. But drop your comments below, people. I'm sure some of you are going to say, Hatman, you are really a Khan hater, but I'm not. I'm just a guy that has to say what I see and speak the truth as I see it. I've been a big defender of Khan over the years, but you can't defend the hypocrisy that he's displaying at the moment, people. You just can't. It is what it is. It's Hatman, I'm out.